Hello everybody. Come on in and thumbs up the video if you are my friend. I am pulled over in a parking lot. I had to pull over to use the bathroom and to eat because I'm starving. My stomach is scratching my back. So I had to pull over for a couple of things. I had to pull over to use the bathroom, get something to eat, and edit a video. So how are you guys doing today? Come on in, thumbs up the video if you are my friend. So yesterday I cooked some chicken. Yesterday I cooked some chicken. Is it barbecue chicken when you cook it on the grill but you don't use no barbecue sauce, or is it just smoked chicken? I don't know. So I cooked some chicken yesterday, but I just cooked it on the grill. I didn't put any barbecue sauce or anything on it. It's just smoked, and I got some corn. So I am starving. I could stop by a restaurant right now and eat, but I got a lot of food in here that I cooked yesterday. So y'all thumbs up the video. I am actually tired. I didn't sleep too good last night because I slept with my doors, my front and my back doors open at this campsite that I was at. So I slept with my doors open so I wouldn't be hot. But it got so cold or chilly. I don't like to be cold when I sleep. So I got cold and I didn't get up to close my doors. So I was just freezing last night. And I don't sleep good cold. So there's that. I didn't sleep that good last night. And then I got up early this morning, had to load my van up, had to clean out my van. I just came from taking a shower. The water was so hot and good. I cleaned up my I took a shower, I cleaned up my pee jug, emptied my trash, cleaned out the van, swept the van, put everything in the back that need to be in the back. Washed dishes twice because I washed dishes. Then I ate. I fixed me something to eat. I cooked some steak and some chicken yesterday, some corn and some onions. So I had some steak and egg for breakfast this morning, and I'm really, really, really tired. Hopefully this iodine. Oops, I almost didn't put the top on it. Ooh, I was about to have iodine all over this outfit. That was going to be a hot mess, girl. I was going to have to throw this outfit away because that iodine was not coming up out of here. So anyway, I did a lot this morning. I cleaned out the van, washed dishes, threw away trash, took a shower, and I didn't sleep that well last night, so I'm actually tired. So hopefully that iodine gives me some energy. And I'm reading the comments on the video that came out this morning on Vanessa's van life journey. It was an emotional video, and I went back to watch it to see when y'all be commenting. I don't be knowing what y'all commenting on because the video, I don't be remembering what I said in the video. So I had to go watch the video again. Whenever I watch my emotional videos over again, it makes me cry. So I cried all over again this morning watching that video. I thought I had a fork, a wooden fork in here. I guess the wooden fork's over there. I thought I had a wooden fork up in here. So anyway, yeah, I've been reading the comments on the videos. Thank you guys for all your prayers. Thank you guys that had something positive to say on the video. You guys that didn't have anything positive to say, you already know what happened. I don't need to tell you. And I am keeping each and every one of you in my prayers that have been through same situations, that suffer from depression. I am keeping you guys in my prayers. So, yes, I am keeping you guys in my prayers, and we just need to pray for each other. I don't know why I feel like I want some kind of dessert or something. Maybe I just need to eat because I'm feeling like I want something sweet to eat. The only thing I have sweet to eat that's probably not sweet is this licorice I bought from that man at the thing. He said this is old-fashioned licorice. I threw away that other licorice I had bought at the Dollar Tree. I threw away that this morning. Old-fashioned licorice. Okay, yeah. The old-fashioned licorice And this new licorice, it got a different taste to it. The old-fashioned licorice had like a strong taste to it. This one kind of tastes like it. But I still remember that old-fashioned licorice having a stronger taste to it. What is licorice made out of? But this is better than the licorice from Walmart. I mean, the Dollar Tree. So if y'all want to try that licorice, thumbs up the video. Thank y'all for 10 thumbs up. How are y'all doing today? What's today? Wednesday or Thursday? Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. I'm going to be moving on to another city soon. I don't know when. I could leave tomorrow if I want to, but I think I'm going to film some content where I'm at. I'm going to bring y'all some more food reviews. I want to start bringing y'all food reviews. I was thinking about putting them over here, but somebody say, Vanessa, put them on your other channel that's a part of your travels. Yeah, this tastes more like the old-fashioned licorice. The old-fashioned licorice have a, I don't want to say bitter taste, but it's a strong taste. I don't like that this don't have a Ziploc. You can't eat all this licorice at one time. I don't like that it don't have a Ziploc. But other than that, other than that, it tastes better than the one at the Dollar Tree. You know, when people eat licorice and they be like, "Ooh, it's nasty." That's the flavor I like. It's strong. I like the strong taste. I ate licorice. Tasted licorice growing up and liked it. I was the weird child. I ate buttermilk. Like I say, some older women used to watch us sometimes. And them older women with some good Role models, not like these old women nowadays, girl. Some of these old women now, you wouldn't even want to leave your children with them. I mean, your dogs with them. Mm. Some of these old women, Lord, they is rowdy. Ugh. Some of these old women now, they competing with their daughters. They go to the club with their daughters. They hang out with their daughters. They hang out with their sons. They they ain't got no friends. Because this how I feel about it. Now y'all let me know in the comments bar below. It's okay to be close to your children, but your children can't take the place of people your age. Unless you simple-minded, unless you still stuck in a time warp where you ain't never grew up and you like the same age as your children in your mind and your mentality. But you can't do everything with your children. Like, you can't hang out with your children, go to the club with your children, sit up and drink with your children, smoke with your children, do drugs with your children. Girl, who does that? Like, some of these women in their 50s and 60s is competing with their children. Like, who sit up and smoke and do drugs and go out to clubs with their kids? But that's how I know. I'm gonna tell you right now. That's how I know I cannot be friends with certain people, because, girl, if you going out to the club with your kids, if you smoking with your kids and doing drugs with your kids, and you running the streets with your kids, girl, we ain't got nothing to talk about. I'm just saying, y'all, I don't know where this conversation is coming from. But y'all let me know if y'all feel the same way. If a woman is doing drugs with her children, if a woman is drinking with her children, if a woman is partying with her children, if a woman is going to the clubs with her children, if the woman is sitting up cursing around her children and her children cursing around her, is that the kind of woman you could be friends with? I can't be friends with that kind of woman. I don't want to be friends with that kind of woman. I don't want to be friends with a woman, because to me, the children are disrespecting her and she disrespecting herself and the kids. So if your kids not respecting you, your kids don't know how to respect nobody else. And that's how I feel about that. If you didn't teach your children to say yes ma'am and no ma'am and no sir and yes sir and respect their elders, they not respecting you, and that mean they ain't gonna respect me. And I'm not being around nobody that ain't respecting me. So I don't want to be friends with no woman that I don't want to be friends with no woman that is hanging out with her kids, doing drugs with her kids. I knew this one woman, she would go buy drugs for her children. She would actually buy drugs for her kids. And listen, y'all, when I say kids, I'm talking about these some grown people. Grown people. Like, not no teenagers. I'm talking about grown people. 30s and 40s. She would buy drugs for her children in their 30s and 40s and sit up and do the drugs with them. And I'm just sitting up there like, okay, I seen enough. Okay. Have a nice life. Have a nice life. I done seen enough. No, thank you. You don't have no respect for yourself if you do any and everything around your kids and you let your kids do any and everything around you. Like, I have seen some people do some inappropriate things, and it's just like, well, I mean, you can't tell people. I'm not going around telling people, like, people come to my channel and, well, they want to tell me, you too old for this, you too old for that, you too old for this, you need to stop this, you need to stop. Listen, I don't tell grown people what to do. I'm giving my opinion on what I seen and witnessed, and I knew that wasn't for me. I knew that person wasn't the type of person I wanted to be friends with. So I didn't tell that person, girl, you drink around your kids, you go to the club with your kids, you do drugs around your kids. I ain't tell that girl nothing. Cause to me, that was a girl. That wasn't a woman. See, that's the difference. I'm a woman. And if you hanging with your children and you doing drugs with your children and you drinking with your children and you going to the club with your children, you not no woman. You's a child. You got a child mentality, girl. We cannot even have a serious conversation about life because your understanding is zilch. Father God, we thank you for this food we're about to receive, your blessings, your kindness, your mercy, your grace, all the provisions you made upon our lives, Lord Jesus, everything you've done, everything you're about to do. We thank you, precious Heavenly Father, for encamping your angels round about us, protecting us against all hurt, harm, and danger, letting no weapon formed against us prosper. Everything the enemy plots and plans against us, let it return to his household, his doorstep, and his life. Let him reap that which he sowed in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. Hallelujah. So, my corn got a little burnt on it, but it didn't have that on it at first. I hope my chicken is warmed up all the way through, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm hungry. I got my fan on. I just pulled over to sit in the parking lot. Let me be uploading this video while I'm here. Let me get this knife right here. But anyway, y'all, some you can't be friends with everybody. Some people might seem like they good people, but birds of a feather flock together. Like, if you hanging around with people that do drugs, Either you do drugs too, or you gonna start doing them. Like, what you hanging around people with? What you hanging around with people that do drugs for? So yeah, I seen this lady, and she was doing drugs with her kids, drinking with her children, going out to clubs with her kids. Girl, I was like, really? I was like, really? Who do that? Where they do that at? But to me, she ain't grew up. And some women trying to compete with their children, like they want to stay young. That's why they can't keep a man. Because I'm talking about for the woman that want a man, because not everybody want a man. But some women with that childish mentality can't keep a man because he trying to get her to spend time with him, and she's spending time with her kids. Like, really? Didn't you raise them? You need to let them kids go on off and live their life. You in a relationship, and your man trying to spend time with you, and you out drinking and doing drugs and going out to the clubs with your kids. Who do that, y'all? Y'all let me know in the comments bar below. Because somebody gonna sit up here and say, y'all let me know if y'all know any women that do that. Go out to the clubs with their kids. And then some women shelter their children. I knew some people that did this. They sheltered their kids, and they made their kids scared of everything. Like, they made their kids scared of everything in the world. And them children is in their 40s, and they is still at home, ain't been married. Ain't been married, ain't gonna get married. And some of them done got married, had kids, and still at home. The house was small. Yeah, I know this one lady. She had 6 children. The house was small with her and them 6 children. They only had 2 bedrooms. And 1 bedroom was for her and her husband to sleep in. The kids all slept in the living room. So, but she sheltered them kids and made them scared to go anywhere. Some of them kids got married, had children, and stayed right there in that house. How you gonna have 7 children with their own children and their own husbands in a 2-bedroom house? Because you made them scared to get out and live their life. Somebody left a comment on my video this morning and said some people shouldn't have children. And that is so true. Some people shouldn't have children. That's why I ain't want no more. Didn't want no more, don't want no more. You have to realize what you're capable of mentally and physically. Even everybody want me to get a pet. I love dogs, y'all. I used to be scared of dogs when I was a little girl because I got chased by some dogs and attacked by some dogs. So I used to be scared of dogs. I turn the other way as soon as I see a dog, especially big dogs. Oh my goodness. I used to be scared of dogs. But God helped me overcome that fear. And I'm not scared of dogs anymore. But animals are a responsibility, and animals and children deserve love. You should never have a child or get a pet because you say, I want somebody to love me unconditionally. That's the biggest mistake that we make. People who have been hurt. Our mothers didn't love us. Our daddies didn't love us. Our relatives didn't love us. Our grandmothers didn't love us. So we feel like if we have a child, that child is going to love us unconditionally. You don't bring a child in the world to love you. First of all, if you're going to bring a child in the world, you should want the best for that child. You should want that child to have the best education, not spoiling them, but you should want them to have the best. You should want them to be loved. A lot of women that are single and out there just having sex, but she ain't really in no relationship, ain't gonna never get married. If she do get married, it ain't gonna last long. But a lot of women bring children in the world knowing the daddy is a deadbeat. The daddy been in and out of jail, in and out of prison. So how do you want the best for your child when a child not gonna even have a father in his life? How do you say, I want the best for my child? No, you don't. You didn't even pick the best father that you could pick. Like, you're not the best mother that you could be. Don't bring children into the world just because you cute and the baby daddy cute and y'all think y'all gonna make some cute babies. That is not. I know somebody this lady I was friends with. She was dark complected. And I guess she was self-conscious about her color. That she wanted to have children that was bright. And I have relatives in my family like that who said they ain't want no children for no black man. They went out and had children for Caucasians and Puerto Ricans and anything that wasn't black. They didn't want no black babies. That's one reason why I don't have nothing to do with my one reason. It's a lot of reasons. But that's one reason why I don't have anything to do with my family on both sides. Because they're prejudiced. Like, I'm talking about prejudice against black people, dark complected people. My family on both sides are light complected. Both of my grandmothers are light complected. But they worship skin color and hair and eyes. They treat people better if they bright. And they treat people that are dark complected like crap. So one of my grandmothers, because some of my aunts didn't want no children for no black men, because they said they wanted some pretty babies. So they had children for white men, Caucasian men, Hispanic men. Ain't nothing wrong with that, y'all. If you fall in love with somebody that's of a different race, ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you say when you a little girl, I'm gonna marry a white man because I want some pretty babies, there's something wrong with that. There's something wrong with saying you're gonna marry someone of the opposite race because you want some pretty babies. And it also says something about what you think about yourself. Because to me, you're saying that if you have a child by an African-American man and you're African-American, to me, you're saying that you don't think your children is pretty. And I've known people that have African-American children, that have mixed children, biracial children, and they treat them children totally different. And that's what my grandmother, she did. Some of my family members don't like it when I say this stuff, but it's true. Like I say, I'm going to keep talking and say whatever I want to say. Because it's a reality. But my grandmother had children, grandchildren, that were African American, black mama, black daddy. Then she had grandchildren that was black mama, Caucasian daddy, black mama, Hispanic daddy. And she treated the grandchildren that was mixed better. She treated the grandchildren that was mixed better. And my cousins that was mixed, they mama thought they was too good to play with us, to be around us. But I don't do the prejudice thing. I wasn't going to talk about this, but since I'm talking about this now, I might as well. Somebody sent me an email yesterday, blew my mind, but I could always tell. I can always tell when people contact me. I can always tell their intent. I can always tell their purpose. I can always tell if it's a setup. Y'all wouldn't believe some people go out of their way on purpose, intentional, to contact me to try to set me up so they could come on YouTube and have something to say about me. So anyway, this person contacted me yesterday and told me they was thinking about moving to Texas, and they see I'm in Texas. Can I recommend a neighborhood, and I'm going to use their words. They said, can I recommend a neighborhood with brown people in it? They said they wanted to live in a neighborhood with brown people. Now, I don't have no problem with somebody wanting to live around brown people or black people. But is that your only criteria? First of all, my criteria would have been, I want to live in a nice area. I want to live in, can you help me find it? Can you suggest a nice side of town? Because the thing about it is, brown people are everywhere. Black people are everywhere. Like, black people everywhere. Hispanic people everywhere. Caucasian people are everywhere. But for you to send me an email, which I found very, very, very offensive. For you to send me an email talking about, can I recommend an area where brown people at? They say brown people, I say black people, okay? You want me to recommend the area for you where black people at? First of all, I'm not no real estate agent. Second of all, I don't gravitate towards anything in life by race. I don't go places because black people gonna be there. I don't think like that. That's not how I think. I am an African American woman, but first I am a child of God. And all people are creations of God. I love people. Now, I don't like rowdy people, messy people, evil people, wicked people. And they have them kind of people in all races. Unfortunately, I grew up around black people. So the majority of people that I know that are the type of people I don't want to be around is black people. I grew up in the hood. I grew up around alcoholics, drug addicts, prostitutes, men that beat their wives, men that didn't work, men that didn't pay child support. I grew up around that, okay? That's all I know. That's all I seen. That's all I know. I chose not to want to be like that. So I don't necessarily say I don't want to be around black people. I don't want to be around violence. I don't want to be around violence. I don't want to be around drugs. And so I go where I can have some peace at. And I like different things. I like different things. I'm like weird. I've been weird since I was a child. I always liked different things. So I'm not your average bear. I'm not going to like the typical things that most black people like. I think people stereotype black people. I think black people stereotype black people. Because I think the lady that sent me the email, and I get this a lot, I think that people think because I'm black that I have to want to be around black people all the time. I don't want to be around black people. I don't want to be around Caucasians. I want to be around people. I'm not picking a side. I'm not picking a color. I got to be around black people. I got to be around Caucasians. I got to be around Hispanic people. I got to be around, no. I want to be around people. When I go somewhere, it's people there. I don't gravitate toward a person just because they're black. I don't gravitate toward a person just because they're Caucasian. I gravitate toward a conversation and an intellect. I know what I don't want. So when I see what I don't want, then I know that's not where I want to be. Whether the person is black, white, blue, or green, it don't matter. I know I don't want to be around nobody that do drugs. I know I don't want to be around an alcoholic. I know I don't want to be around nobody that's gonna be cursing all the time and fighting and fussing, and I don't want to be around that. I don't want to be around nobody that's messy. I don't want to be around nobody that's jealous hearted. I don't want to be around nobody that's vindictive. I know what I don't want. Now I apply what I don't want to all races. I don't want those things. So if the person is black, blue, or green, or yellow, or purple, it don't matter. If you are messy, if you are alcoholic, if you do drugs, if you run in the streets and run in the clubs, if you running men or running women, I don't want that. So this person gonna send me an email and ask me, can I recommend any neighborhoods for brown people? I found that offensive. So I'm like, No. I probably said some more stuff. I ain't reading the email verbatim. I probably said some more stuff. Then the person gonna get mad at me. And the thing that gets me is, y'all, this is the thing that get me about people. They ask you questions or say the most off the wall thing, and then when you respond to them, well, you didn't have to respond to me like that, and you didn't have to call, email a complete stranger and ask them, can they recommend a neighborhood to you where black people live at? Girl, if I recommend a neighborhood to you from where I lived, I moved out the neighborhoods that I was in because my car got stolen, because my Cadillac converter got stolen. Like, I'm not understanding the logic of people. So then this person goes back and forth with me, and you didn't have to respond like that. Oh, I see you must have a problem with me wanting to live around black people. Listen, homie, I don't care who you live around. I don't know you. I can't have a problem with you because you want to live around black people, but you can't have a problem with me because I didn't respond to you how you wanted me to, because I said, I don't think like that. Oh, that's what I said. I said, I don't think like that. I don't do the black and white thing. I wouldn't go searching for a house and ask the real estate agent, help me find an area where black people live at. You want to live around black people, girl? Go move to Atlanta. Ain't most of the black people in Atlanta? I mean, who contact y'all? Please, y'all. See, this the kind of stuff I be going through. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong for thinking that was weird for somebody to send me an email asking me, can I recommend a neighborhood where black people live at in Texas? And I simply said, I don't do the black and white thing. I don't do the black and white thing. No, I do not have an area to recommend to you. I don't do the black and white thing. Then they came back, girl. This how you know a troll, somebody trying to set you up, somebody that already had an agenda to begin with. Because why would you get mad at me when I say I don't do the black and white thing? I'm not talking about you. You specifically saying you want to live around brown people. So to me, that's doing the black and white thing. That's saying I don't want to live around whites. I want to live around blacks. But to me, I don't do that. I want to live where I'm looking for a house that I like. I'm looking for a neighborhood that I like to live in. I'm going to be looking for some land. When I go looking for a property, I'm looking for land. I'm looking for acres. Am I going to be concerned about? I just don't want my neighbor to be a offender on the most wanted list. But if I could, and then I said, you know, you could live in whatever neighborhood you could afford to live in. Like, if I could afford to live in that neighborhood, who cares who my neighbors are? Who cares? But who emails somebody and asks them, do you know any areas in Texas where black people live at that you could recommend to me? And then when I turn around and say, no, I don't do the black and white thing, girl, they got mad at me, told me I must have a problem with them wanting to live around black people. I do not have a problem with you wanting to live around black people. I had a problem with you emailing me and asking me, can I recommend a neighborhood for you to live in around black people? I'm not a real estate agent, and I don't think that way. Like, my platform doesn't cater to just black people. Like, I'm not racist. I love everybody. I love black people. I love white people. I love Mexicans. I love Chinese people. I love people. Now, what I don't like is I don't like and don't want to be around alcoholics, drunks, rowdy, rudy, jealous, mean, vindictive, evil people. I don't want to be around them kind of people, and it don't matter what color they are, because they come in all shapes, forms, and fashions. So girl, after this, how you knew this person was a troll to begin with. I told the person, do not email me again with this foolishness. Girl, that person gonna email me back. That's why you sitting over there in that musty, stanky, funky van, and you always broke and you always begging. But I'm the person that's sitting in a musty, stanky, funky van that you asked to tell you where black people live at. So that's how I know. I already knew from the beginning. That's why I answered you the way I did. I already knew from the beginning that you were a troll. Like, if all it takes is for me to not respond to you the way that you want me to respond to you, if that's all it takes for you to tell me my van is raggedy, musty, stanky, funky, and I'm broke, and I always beg, if that's all it took, you the one contacted me. I didn't contact you. Y'all, I'm giving y'all a prime example. I don't be contacting these people. I don't go looking for these people. These people come looking for me, trying to set me up, want to have a reason to go to another channel to run their mouth to talk about me when I didn't contact you. I didn't contact you. You contacted me, but I'm free to talk about it. You know, I'm free to tell. I'm not gonna say your name, but I'm free to tell what happened. But I won't say your name, but you gonna go on another channel. Oh, she talking about me. Why? Because you want some attention. Because it was a setup from the beginning. Like, who does that? Who does that, y'all? So I don't do the black and white thing. I don't do the prejudice thing, y'all. If I know that a person is prejudiced, I'm going to leave you alone. And that's why I have left most of my family alone, because those people are prejudiced on both sides. They prejudice. Like, I have sisters and brothers that were darker complected, and my sisters and brothers were treated unfairly and mistreated by the rest of our relatives because they were darker complected. And I wasn't going to tolerate that. That's my sister. That's my brother. I'm not going to let you mistreat them because they darker than me. Like, and I even told some of my relatives, y'all think everything that's bright and light is cute. I say, but everything that's bright and light ain't cute. I say, some of that stuff is ugly. You know, some people walking around here thinking, oh, they all of that in a bag of chips just because they bright. Girl, you can't take bright to the bank. Come on now. And anyway, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Is what I heard. Child. So anyway, y'all, I just got through eating. I don't know why I was talking about that, but I was talking about women who party with their children. Yeah, y'all, and it's a difference in being close to your children. I'm not talking about women that's close to their children. I'm talking about people that hang out with their children. Women that hang out with their children, like do drugs with them, drink with them, go to clubs with them, curse with them. Even if you had your children at a young age and you basically grew up with your children, you still their mama. You still their mama. Your children shouldn't call you by your first name. Your children shouldn't be calling you. Children should be calling you mama. They shouldn't be calling you by your first name. They shouldn't be disrespecting you. They shouldn't be cursing around you, doing drugs around you, drinking around you. You disrespecting yourself, and you letting your children disrespect you, and your children not going to disrespect no other authority, because if they don't respect you, who else is they going to respect? And that's just how I feel about it. If your children ain't respecting you, who else are you they're gonna respect? You know, I have people all the time tell me, you don't have to call me ma'am. You don't have to say miss. Yes, I do. I have to say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. I have to say that because that's what I choose to do. I choose to respect people. But I've had people that had told their children, oh, you don't have to call her miss. I'm like, so you intentionally teaching your children how to be disrespectful. When I see little bitty kids, I see kids talking to their mama, their daddy, and their grandmother. And the mama and the daddy and the grandmother ask them something and they say, yeah, no. I'm like, huh? Yeah, no. Like, you not teaching your kids yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, and yes, sir, and no, sir. Yeah, no. And y'all want to know what's wrong with the kids today? No respect. You ain't teaching them how to be respectful. So, anywho, yeah. You can't be friends with everybody. Let me see. I think I need to. You can't be friends with everybody, y'all. Everybody not gonna be your cup of tea, and you not gonna be their cup of tea. And you could just let them people go on and live their lives. Like, I'm not gonna tell you, oh, I don't want to be your friend because you drink with your children, you smoke with your children, you do drugs with your children, you buy drugs for your children. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to let you do you. But that's not something I want to be around. I don't want to be around people doing drugs, people drinking, people going out to clubs, people partying with their kids. I don't want to be. I don't want to be partying with your children, and your children gonna be disrespecting me the way they disrespect you. Cause then I'm gonna have a problem with that. So when I know I'm gonna have a problem with a situation, I just remove myself from the situation. That's why a lot of times we end up in trouble, and we end up in situations with people because we didn't recognize our boundaries from the beginning and respect. You know, nobody can force their lifestyle on you, but you can recognize their lifestyle and realize that's not for you. And even though the person may be a good person, it might be somebody you want to date, and you be like, oh girl, he fine, but then you see things that don't line up with your lifestyle, and you talking about, oh, I could change him. Girl, stop trying to change people. Either you could deal with people the way that they are, or you can't. Either that's something you're gonna live with. Like, say for instance, a man that smokes cigarettes. Now, I did date one man that smoked cigarettes before. I don't know why his cigarettes did not bother me. Probably because he didn't smoke that often, but his cigarettes didn't bother me. But I don't want to date no man that smoke. I don't want to date no man that be smoking cigarettes. I don't want to date no man that's doing drugs. I don't want to date no man that's selling drugs. That is a no. Okay? That's a no. So I don't care how fine he is, how sexy he is, girl, how good he is in bed. I ain't gonna never get to know. And then, I mean, I might could get a wham bam, thank you ma'am, and then be gone on by my business. But I mean, that would not even be nothing that I'm interested in. Like, I feel like we don't have nothing in common. We don't have nothing to talk about. And the relationship is not going to go nowhere. You're a drug dealer. You're on drugs. You're selling drugs. Like, where is our relationship going? It's not going nowhere. So why do it from the beginning? Recognize stuff for what it is from the beginning. Y'all thumbs up the video. We got 73 people in the house. and 30 thumbs up. Recognize stuff for what it is at the beginning and walk away from it if it's not for you. And yes, you're going to have people mad at you because you didn't give them an explanation as to why you walked away. They're going to think you better than them. It's not that you think you better than them. That's just not the way that your lifestyle is going. Like, I don't do drugs. I don't want to hang around people that do drugs. I'm not an alcoholic. I don't want to hang around alcoholics. I don't go to clubs. I don't want to hang around nobody going to clubs. I don't believe in partying and hanging out with your kids and doing drugs with your kids. So I don't want, if a woman does those kind of things, that tells me then that we cannot be friends, because I'm not interested in being friends with somebody that has that type of lifestyle. So yeah, I've seen people that party with their children, do drugs with their children, buy drugs. Girl, I'm talking about buy drugs for their grown children in their 30s and 40s. You buying drugs for your kids? It's like you're enabling your children to continue to be a failure. Like, people don't need help to be a failure. They gonna be a failure on their own. Why help them be a failure? Like, I'll buy you some groceries or something, put some gas in your car, but I'm not buying you drugs. Let me tell y'all something. I don't give people money for stuff that I don't spend my money on. Like, when I am out and about and a homeless person asks me for money, like the other day, a homeless person said, "Can you give me some money to buy me some cigarettes?" I said, "Nope. I'm not giving you no money to buy no cigarettes. I don't smoke. Why would I give my money away to somebody to go buy them a pack of cigarettes? You are homeless and on the street, and you mean to tell me the only thing you could think about is a pack of cigarettes? Girl, no, you cannot have my money. I am not giving. If you can't support a habit, you don't need the habit. If you can't support drinking, if you can't support smoking, if you can't support like the habits that are not necessary, like drinking and doing drugs, that's not necessary. You can't support them habits. You don't need them. You don't need to be asking nobody. The other day when, I think it was when Miss Charlene and Miss Pauline was out here, might have been the same situation. The lady asked me, "Do you have a cigarette?" I said no. And I don't know if it was Miss Charlene or Miss Pauline. They were behind me, and then she asked one of them. It was one of them behind me. She asked one of them. I can't remember if it was Miss Charlene or Miss Pauline. Say, "Do you have a cigarette?" I think it might have been Miss Pauline. And she was like, "No, I don't smoke." And then she was like, "Well, can you give me some money for a cigarette?" No. No, ma'am. I can't give you no money for no cigarettes. I don't smoke. That when I told you I don't have no cigarettes, I can't give you no money for no cigarettes. So, y'all, red flags from the beginning. Notice the red flags. And sometimes we want to give people the benefit of the doubt. And I found the older I get, I realize I don't need to give people the benefit of the doubt. I see what it is. My eyes see. I see that we're not going to get along. I see that we are not the same people. I see that we don't have the same goals, the same aspirations. So, like, I'm walking away from that. But, and some people get mad at you. They get mad at you for walking away. They get mad at you for not falling for the okie doke. Like that person got mad at me, girl. They got mad at me, told me my van is raggedy, funky, musty. Now you the same person that asked to help you. Why would you ask a person with a because see, the thing about it is, you don't just think my van is raggedy, funky, and musty because I didn't answer your question. You thought that from the beginning. So why email me and ask me to tell you where black people live at in Texas? Black people live wherever they want to live at. If they got the money. Like, what kind of question that is? Y'all let me know if I'm the only one think that was a weird question. Because obviously they thought, yeah, you just have a problem with me wanting to live around black people. I don't have no problem with you wanting to live around black people, girl. You can live around whoever you want to live around. I ain't no real estate agent. Call a real estate agent and tell them to help you find a predominantly black neighborhood. And I can tell you where they're going to send you to. And that's all I got to say about that. Anyway, y'all, I'm getting ready to go. It is 3:30 already, and I'm tired. I just got through taking a bath, but I'm tired, y'all. Okay. I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Have a blessed and wonderful day. Leave y'all comments below and let me know what y'all think about this video. I'm editing and uploading some videos. I got to head back to my campsite before dark. So I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye now. Go check out the video on Vanessa's van life journey if y'all haven't already.